The Supreme Court will hear an NRA appeal in a dispute with a Washington, AP. The Supreme Court on Friday said it would hear an appeal from the National Rifle Association over comments from a former New York State official who urged banks and insurance companies to discontinue their association with gun-promoting groups after the deadly school shooting in Parkland, Florida. The justices will hear arguments early next year in the NRA's appeal, which claimed that remarks by former New York State Department of Financial Services Superintendent Maria Vullo violated the group's First Amendment rights. Time equals 400 ms. Greater than following the February 2018 shooting at the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School that killed 17 people, Vullo spoke out against gun violence. She issued guidance letters to businesses and a press statement calling upon banks and insurance companies operating in New York to consider reputational risks arising from doing business with the NRA or other gun groups. Time equals 400 ms. Greater than the NRA, headquartered in Fairfax, Virginia, sued Vullo after multiple entities cut ties or decided not to do business with the organization. The Federal Appeals Court in New York rejected the NRA's claims, saying Vullo acted in good faith and within the bounds of her job. By the end of 2018, 3 insurance providers, including Lloyd's of London, had entered into consent decrees with the state, agreeing that some NRA-endorsed insurance programs they offered violated New York insurance law. They agreed to pay a total of over $13 million in fines. The consent decrees were reached following a state investigation into the legality of some NRA-endorsed insurance programs that covered losses caused by firearms, even when the insured person intentionally killed or hurt somebody. File. In this January 25, 2012 file photo, the Supreme Court building is seen in Washington. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear an appeal from the National Rifle Association over comments from a former New York State official who urged banks and insurance companies to discontinue their association with gun-promoting groups after the deadly school shooting in Parkland, Florida. AP photo. J. Scott Applewhite. File.